Good morning. It's Wednesday, April 21st. Hope you all having a great vacation. So I'm here. I'm going to post the first of 3 assignments over vacation. Okay. You guys can work together on this or by yourselves. It doesn't matter. We're going to go over APUSH Topics 8.9, 8.12, 8.14, and 9.2. Okay. Liberalism and conservatism. Okay, we got 5 learning objectives. I've posted them in Classroom. I want you to review them, and what we're going to do, okay, is we're going to review this paragraph. Okay, we got liberalism versus conservatism. I'm going to take part in a periodization activity. Historians have periodized events anytime they try to develop a narrative. So when should a story start? When should a story end? In other words, when should liberalism start? When should it end? When should conservatism start? And when should it end? Military events are often very easy to periodize. We know when it starts, like World War II for the United States. It started on December 7th, okay, 1941 with the bombing of Pearl Harbor. When did it end? 1945. Well, it depends because we had 2 ends. We had Germany surrendering and then we had Japan surrendering. So they're easy to periodize because they have a start and stop date. What I want you to do, okay, is look over this, different events. First thing I want you guys to do is watch all the YouTube videos that I've posted in this assignment. They're not very long. It might take you 25 minutes to review them. It has a really good synapse of liberalism and conservatism from the 1960s to the 1980s. Okay? So I want you to really watch them before you do this assignment. Okay? 2 reasons. All right? I want you to get the skill to periodize because you're going to have a couple questions on the test that probably is going to ask you to do that. All right, 2, you need the information to answer some of these questions that is going to be on the AP exam. And I'm giving you that information. You need to watch the videos. All right, so on to liberalism versus conservatism. Okay, social movements like the progressive movement, civil rights movement, or the conservative movement are much harder to periodize. Historians must look for turning points within these movements. When did these movements seem to be gaining momentum? When did they appear to be achieving most of their victories? These are things historians must take into account when they set start dates and end dates for social movements. A similar analogy could be made for human life. We usually carve up human life into distinct periods: baby, toddler, adolescent, young adult, elderly, etc. No jokes about me being elderly. How do we know when someone is elderly? Usually we look for a multitude of defining characteristics. Remember that, defining characteristics. We can't say that someone is elderly the second their hair turns gray. Okay? If that were the case, there would be many people in their 40s that would qualify. Similarly, we can't say the conservative movement started at the first date on the timeline. We need to look for a multitude of defining characteristics or reforms to occur. Once we have this, then we can justifiably defend a start date. For end dates, historians usually look for when a social movement begins to lose momentum. When does the movement fail to achieve new victories? When does the nation begin to shift its attention to other issues? When you notice these things happening, you can come up with a defensible end date for a movement. So before you start to review the timeline, okay, it might be wise to try to have you list things that modern liberals and conservatives believe in. I could also have you categorize modern politicians into 2 categories. Your answers will be different, okay? But, all right, let's go over a couple things that modern liberals basically have an idea of. Support a progressive tax system, meaning change the tax system so it's more fair, okay? modern day liberals are pro-union. They want to strengthen social safety nets, okay, like Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. Modern day liberals want to take action on climate change. Modern examples are Barack Obama, okay, modern day liberal, Elizabeth Warren, modern day liberal, and Bernie Sanders, modern day liberals. Let's talk about conservatives, okay? They advocate for low taxes. They oppose gun control. They support stricter immigration laws. They are pro-life. They want to reduce government regulations. Okay, modern examples of conservatives are Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell. Okay, I want you guys to go ahead. Okay, watch those YouTube videos first, please. So it will help you get an understanding of the liberal movement and the conservative movement, and also give you some ideas on when they start and when they finish. And then what I want you to do is go down through the timeline, okay? And then we're going to say, what were the goals of the liberal movement? When were they achieving their goals? When they appear to recede. In other words, when did they start? When they started to achieving their goals? And when they stopped achieving their goals, when did it stop? What year? Okay? The same thing for the conservatives. All right? If you don't watch the YouTube videos, it's going to be very difficult to answer these two questions because they will help you answer them. They might even give you the answers. Who knows? Okay. So the liberal movement, it could have started out way back, okay, with FDR's New Deal programs, okay, in 1932. So that is a good start. All right, but you're going to go over LBJ's Great Society, okay, programs that would to be the pinnacle of liberal achievements, expansion of social safety nets for the elderly, Medicare, Medicaid, civil rights victories, women's rights victories, immigration reforms. So I want you to go ahead and watch those, do this exercise. Tomorrow, or actually not tomorrow, but I'll post some more stuff for you to do after this topic. We only have 2 left. When are they due? Okay, these are due when we come back. So I don't even know what color day it is when we come back. It's probably a gold day, right? No, it's a blue day when we come back. We'll have class the first thing. All right. Don't be like, actually, I'll make them do on that Wednesday, which is the half day at the end of class. So you have something to do remotely. All right. You have any questions? Send me an email. I'll try to answer. All right. Hope everybody's having a great vacation. I saw some track highlights of you guys at Lisbon. Those of you who are tracksters on YouTube, it was posted, and saw a bunch of kids. Saw Jeff. Jeff was mentioned. Saw Jeff running. I saw Savina. You were running. That was good. Good to see you guys out there. Sorry I didn't see you, Julia. Didn't have any highlights of Julia running, or anybody else in class that does track. But okay. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck. See you soon.